It will be interesting panel discussion because we got people from four different backgrounds. I myself, I consider this panel moderator, but also consider myself as an incubator, very important from like new market in Vietnam. We got happy. He's the founder of the Campus Incubator, who provide this insight from the project. We got Richard. He also got his own investment fund, but he also runs a launchpad. So he provides quality for launchpad. And obviously, our beautiful lady over there, she runs her own investment fund. She will provide insight about from the venture capital aspect. So I would like to spend some minutes for our listening guests to do a bit about the and also about the project. So I would like to invite Happy to tell you a bit about you and also the project first.
My English is best, but can I use my Vietnamese to introduce myself? Okay. Mình là founder của Campus, đây là cung cấp cho người dùng các cụ người dùng sẽ thấy được nhiều tiền hơn trong việc trading. Thì nền tảng của mình sẽ là nền tảng như là on-chain, smart on-chain và những cái project hỗ trợ trong cái data on-chain đó.
He is the founder of Campus. Campus is the protocol providing tool for trader in which helping them easier to trade and make money. For example, online chasing, money chasing, and also trading bond. Okay, then I would like to give the mic to the next person on the panel today, Chirag from the TechFarm, and also part of you from the launchpad.
Okay, hi everyone, nice to see you today. Let me introduce you a little bit. I'm Ravishankar. I'm CEO and founder of TechFarm. We are the investment companies. We are a holding company, and we have more than 7 years in the Web3 market. We joined in the crypto market in 2016, and on the way one and way two, way three of the market. So we also invest and support incubate for a lot of projects. In 2021, we focus on the GameFi project with more than 3 projects listing on Gas, KuCoin, and right now we also support and invest for some 1 month back, one GameFi project, new GameFi project, and we also support for a lot of partners to connect to the VC and Decentralization. Yeah. Okay, the last interview today.
Thank you, Richard. Okay, so I'm Josephine. I'm the CEO of EVM-based Layer. EVM-based is a ventures and also blockchain ecosystem in Vietnam. So right now we focus on investing into the new project and top tier project in the world, and how we can define the top tier project very simple. It is backed by the good backers. It's a good team, good business model, and also they know how to run the marketing and also building up the communities. Not everyone can do that, so we need to balance all of that 5 factors. And whoever have 7 or 8 out of 10 will be the one that we selected to choose to invest. So let's just make it simple, okay? And the secondly is we are a blockchain ecosystem in Vietnam. So how we do that? Basically, we own, we one of the main shareholders of the biggest social media platform in Vietnam. We have over 100 million followers on our over 200 different channels on Facebook and TikTok, which is allow us to help Web3 projects and ETH to transitioning a lot of Web2 users into their Web3 ETH. And besides that, we also involved in many different partners and groups in Vietnam in order to support to grow for users and communities of project, and also to support financial for all of the project that we invest beside all of that values that we add on to them. So thanks for inviting Erik. Erik is very talented man over here, very successful, and thank you for allowing us to be here with you guys tonight.
Okay, and then I would like to go to the very first question for the panel today. The question is like, maybe for the ladies, as a part of the investor, how did you access to a good project within Vietnam at the moment, especially at the moment where we are about to be into the bull market?
Okay. So sure. So the question is about how we assess, how we be in touch with this project. Okay. Honestly, the good project for us to define is no border. It's like no border countries. In no country like we limit ourselves. It can be from Vietnam, from Singapore, like we doing here. We keep what's on that we invested. It can be from Australia, America. But the reason why, just now I believe Erik mentioned about Vietnam, because first of all, we are Vietnamese ventures and blockchain ecosystem, and Vietnam is famous as a hub of developers in Southeast Asia. So there are for sure a lot of talents here who can code, who really can make the products. But besides that, like I just mentioned at the beginning, there are many different factors for us to choose to invest beside, the product or business model. It should be, you know how to do it, you know how to really make your business model work and then having the users. So many different factors. So that is why I believe when we focus at choosing or contacting the project itself, first we don't select them by countries, we select them by their talents. Secondly, how we contact, first of all, through the networks, personal networks, because I'm also been in this industry for 67 years. I used to be involved in the global partnership in Waves Labs, the investment department of Waves Protocol. And I also support a lot of projects on Solana, where there was an uptrend on Solana in 2021. So it allowed me to have a lot of networks and relationships and bring me to a lot of opportunities to be in touch with different projects. So that's the reason why, those OG guys build the market and we share the inflows together. And the third point is through the hackathons or the program like what Erik doing, like let's say if we support for Solana, so we will take a look at, okay, is there any project in that hackathon is really attractive, really yummy, do they need put some spice inside to really make it happen? If we think that we can help them to cook, we're gonna do that. So that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Cool, thank you a lot. So then the next question that I want to go to Richard, like, what is your point of view to have project, especially in Vietnam, as regions, as a leverage to succeed? Obviously, not only about crowdfunding, but also the long run.
Yes, so thank you, Erik. I think we are not separate for the Vietnamese project or another project. We support for another project with the good product or good vision of the team. And when we focus and when we analyze the project, we will focus on what the problem you solve in the blockchain and what kind of scale you can scale the user attract and retention on your platform. It looks like you in last 2 months we received more than 100 project apply on our platform. So I think that the market is in this day is enough. It's just looking for in the top of crypto. It's not good for. It's just the first stage and the early stage of IDO and for project for crowdfunding. So that's why when we analyze it and we have a short project with the team, a good team, the product. Look like I see in Vietnam have a big main industry in the crypto. That's in the GameFi. A lot of studio. When I met and I meeting with them, I see a lot of studio game in the Web2. They come to the Web3. Some Vietnam like the Cypher, like running a CP team. They have also some game after I see, and some like I think that also. So I think Vietnamese and Vietnam market have a good developer team, especially in the GameFi. So that's why a lot of project GameFi was born in the early stage. So beside that, I see have a new trend. I think DP also do us most of project and we see most of them in the area in Europe and US and some in Hong Kong too. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe it's time to ask a project because actually the most important guy in the room today, but actually three of us, me, Richard, and Josephine, only can make money out of the project indeed. So every mine now already, and we can reach like 73K today, but that's like 68 something. Due to that fact, but in fact, the project because the bull market is running.
Đầu tiên thì về sứ mệnh của Divest là đem lợi nhuận về cho nhà đầu tư. Thì thông qua cái risk market thế này thì sẽ có rất là nhiều cơ hội đầu tư cho thông qua tracking smart money và các cái tiền thức vốn của Divest có những cái risk signal rất là nhiều. Thì từ đầu mùa bull
So he mentioned like Chirag is a smart money checking tool. Okay, Chirag is a tool happening triggering, and because of the good signal in the market, so a lot of people using the smart money checking tool. A lot of signal going on in the market, and it's quite good inside for Chirag.
Thì từ mùa bull đến giờ thì những cái signal của Divest cũng đem lại được khá nhiều. Thì Divest đã lên từ $1.000 đầu tiên đô trade từ tháng 1 đến giờ được tầm tháng 3 từ ít cái con code trước đó thì em chạy.
So he mentioned like his Chirag bot making a lot of money. Like started at the beginning, they invest in 1,000K, $1,000, and now because of the market, it's made a profit of $18,000.
Thì trong chung về trong thị trường thì Divest đã tracking ra nhiều VC, nhiều smart money đã tiến hành gom hàng altcoin rất là nhiều. Thì trong mùa bull sắp tới thì Divest sẽ tạo ra rất nhiều tốt và đem lại được những lợi.
He mentioned because of smart money checking tool, Chirag can have retail investor to track money flow from the hedge funds, from the big whale, and have a lot of retail traders to make money. Maybe I would like to go back to Richard. When you got, like say, you mentioned you got 100 applicants for the launchpad, the last few months, right? You also mentioned about the, let's say, how would you evaluate the project? Like on the team, the product, the project. And you also mentioned some trending thing in the market, for example, GameFi and ODB you mentioned. But when you select one project to work on and allow them to be on the launchpad, what is the most important aspect? What's the one single factor that you say, yes, this should be on our launchpad?
Sure. I think the launchpad will have the project to connect to the user and community very fast, right? So, but besides us, we need to get room for analytics about the product because that's the main point. And maybe team and experience of the founder is also the plus one. Yeah. And besides us, in our network and we support, when the project reacts to us, we also support for connect to the VC, support for connect to the exchange like Bitcoin, Google, okay. Yeah. So But I think more project in the Web3 in this like very crowd and with a large number. So we need to analyze it very clear. How you grow the community, how you can get a user retention on your platform, and how you can get money from the. Besides, we support for the community and support for the connection with another Decentralization. Yeah.
Cool to hear about. Now go back to our ladies to buy. So for your own fund, Bami, so what is the DD process look like?
I think two persons here for Kick Protocol is a project that we invested. They do know very clearly what's in the process of DD. So first of all, it's very important to have the understanding about the project through, reading their pitch deck and then understanding about the team before processing protocol. Processing protocol is also very important. A lot of projects, they might push you guys to invest without really giving you the opportunity to comment, keep asking those questions. Forget those projects, even though in the future they can come very hard, because in this market right now, after many downtrend and uptrend, everything should be legit and should be going with the standard way. Don't follow the people just because, hey, my friend invested into it, I want to. If they're busy, they don't have time to talk to me, it's fine, just receive it for the sake and because I want to get it. Don't ever do it. Try to spend time really analyze, understand them. Don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself to invest in anything. Investment is a journey of patience and knowledge. It's not a journey of greed or impatience here. So understanding about what you're doing, understanding about the team, knowing about their background, right? Checking around. If you have a good network with the big backers or their backer as well, that is a perfect way for you to check about them. Or if they don't got any big backer, don't worry. If you think they are a good project and you give them opportunity to invest into them, then try to understand more about their experience in the industry. So that's the third point. The fourth point is very important that right now a lot of projects, they need to really show the experience in building the products or experience in doing a product in blockchain or doing the product of their business model. Try it. If they have a trial, try it. If they're not yet having a trial, try to understand how they run their business model. Do they have any experience by running any similar business model in traditional? And last but not least is about how they're going to use their resource or the networks in order to push their project into the community or bringing the potential users to them. So it's very important that you're doing that. And before you send it out your wallet, make sure you have a face-to-face contact again to double check is it the right person you're talking with. Make sure everything in the SAP is under your control. You understand everything related to law, terms, conditions. Read it, be careful, yeah? I see that a lot of mistakes happened in the previous uptrend that people forget about reading the SAP. And they like, okay, I need to be rushed because too many other ventures investing to this and that. I don't have time to read in SAP. That's the terrible choice. Do read it yourself carefully before you sign anything. This is, I believe, that when you're joining into a business, everybody teach you that lesson at the beginning. And also checking around for other investors to see if all the information is correct, is similar to what they would like you are talking about a project or by interview. So that is some of the points that we will focus on. And last but not least, make sure that you feel comfortable at that investment. If you ever feel, should I reconsider it, pass it, temporary pass it, and then wait until you feel more comfortable. Don't push yourself. Investment is you take your money out of your pocket to put in other people's hands. So be careful with what you choose. So that is something I really want to say to people, because I understand how we are here being FOMO when everything's so fast, everything's so excited, but don't be. Being patient is very important. Thank you.
Very important lesson now. So as a VC of investment fund, so we invest not our money, also money of our LP, and we take responsibility to them that we need to make the investment profitable. So the next question which asked our, let's say, only grandfather here. I'm going to ask it in Vietnamese and then I'm going to change it to English for better communication to make sure that you understand the question. Anh hỏi em là cái thời điểm này dùng rất là nhanh hơi hai một chút thì nó sẽ có những cái thử thách nào, cái challenge gì mà dự án của em sẽ phải gặp phải thay vì là ở cái thời điểm bình thường. So I asked Chirag about like because of I think it's so fast, it's so humble and let's say going for quick money. So what challenge that project would you face in that period?
Dạ, em đánh giá từ cái nhận thức của em chính là kiểm soát được cái nguồn vốn khi trading. Thì nguồn vốn của em hiện tại chỉ có mức tầm vài chục ca thôi, nhưng mà sắp bọn em đã tìm ra rất nhiều cơ hội đắc lực Việt Nam, thì bọn em sẽ phải xử lý cái bài toán tận cùng cái nguồn vốn đấy cho cái tốt như thế nào, sẽ là volume ra sao. Bởi vì là khi mà xử lý cái volume lớn thì sẽ là cái bài toán khác so với là chục ca đô hiện tại.
So, for this team is surviving by his their own money. They use their own money to use their own tool, use their own board to make money. So at the moment, the budget is around like a few thousand K. Yeah, and they still make a lot of money on that aspect, as we mentioned previously. And also, but the problem is like at the moment they can only handle like a few dozen $1,000. But when they increase the volume, maybe 100,000, 200,000, completely different story. Okay. The next question, I also would like to go back to our ladies for tonight. Maybe because she's only lady with you guys. How did you mitigate the risk of being invested here at the moment? You also talk a lot about like reading your contract your SAM carefully. So asking yourself deep inside whether it's the right time or moment to invest. But obviously, you are not only one maybe something within your firm, right? And also there are a lot of things you need to do in order to mitigate the risk. So do you have any processes or have any kind of way to reduce the risk by investing at the moment?
Okay, risk management is very important for ventures. Most of the Web3 ventures, basically, we are not professional investor. You know what I mean? Like, it means that a lot of us actually, maybe we are from financial industry, but a lot of us might not get the license to run these like professional traditional ventures. But that's why Web3 is there. We are in the freedom world. So it doesn't mean that you don't have the license and you don't have skill. The skill is only building by experience. So talking about risk management, first of all, we control it by first, the ticket size. We have the limit at our ticket size. We will start something around 50, 100K up to 350, but we will go at first like, okay, 100K go first, and then later on when we see the next round of the rejection to be very excited, we're going to go for, let's say, the next 50 or next 100. So even though the valuation might be increasing if we go a little bit later, the next round, but it brings us more secure feelings when we see the process, if the project really work is on the right track. So when you balance back the valuation, actually you see that you might have a better position than other investors who come later than you. Secondly, is related to understanding about what to invest. Why I say that? Knowledge in Web3 is so big, which is like new technology come out every day. Even today when Richard talked to me about Debian, I do know the basic knowledge about Debian, but to ask me, do I really understand it? Sorry, I still not yet understand it completely. I need time to learn it. Okay, so if someone tell you that they know everything happening in blockchain right now, I bet that 90% they are liar because it's huge. There are too many things you have to learn, you have to update every day. So keep learning, keep researching, research by what? We have many different tools, we have many different kind of website and different page out there, either on Telegram, on the website, or on Twitter, where you can check about the knowledge, checking about the trend. Let's say if you want to take a look about TVL, which is happening daily or weekly, you can look in that trilemma. You can see what's happening in the market. Let's say this week, what kind of ecosystem got a lot of trading volume. You can go there and see. And then when you see that, you can have question for yourself, why it is like that. So we check the market every day, every week to see what's going on. It's giving us the knowledge, and from that it also helps us to have a better choice to redeem our risk. So having control the ticket side, control the knowledge, having knowledge about what you invest. Third, try to hire an expert who are in audit and finance in your team. Luckily, we had someone from Deloitte, and I personally used to be in financial department of the big corporation, like the pharmacy, which is AstraZeneca. I used to work for them for 5 years, so I do know all the process about SAP analysis, about control all of the database and everything inside. So try to get at least 1 or 2 experts about finance in your team, because when you talk to them, that's a different story. They have a different knowledge, they've been training about how to process all of the documents or database. And last but not least, make sure that you have a debate between your team. So don't invest yourself, but you should have team. Why? Because you guys gonna discuss, maybe have a debate, maybe not the argument yet. What I mean is more like you raise up the choice of that investment, and then someone will be against to your opinion. So from that you can figure out what kind of weakness that the project is having. And from that you will know if they have solution for that or not. If everything seems to be okay, that's also a good way for you to control the risk. Yeah, thank you.
A lot of inside information on how VC work in general. Right? So maybe the last question for today from me, and then we got an open section like 2 or 3 questions from the audience to ask the panelists. So last question today go to Richard. Like people say, Launchpad make a lot of money in the last bull run, right? How do you see Launchpad in this bull run? They're going to be as big as it's supposed to be, just like another way of supporting the project.
Yeah, I think bull run is every market have a bull run if the full team is not good. So besides us, we have also a lot of standard and condition when we work with the project. Like we lock the vesting of funding, crowdfunding on the platform Launchpad when they release on the vesting schedule on the IEO, how much the user invest, and Launchpad will have the user hold the money when we send back to the project. If a project really 20% in unlock in the TGE, we will release 20% for the funding for the project. And if and after that, waiting for 10 months, we will hold investing exactly the same with the fund to the project. So that will keep the core team and the founder team we have a commit to work exactly in the timeline they okay. So, and beside that, we also, with our network, we sharing to the other partner like VC or Central Exchange. They also have a team for DD diligence for the project, and we also, especially we also welcome and we have a standard. At least you need to listing on the title 2 on supply chain by requiring okay or get, yeah. We must do that one. Yeah, that is our standard. I know that it's upland, but we have a new different standard. But we are standard. We need to conform by the supply chain. You need to have a look at like digital app or Office or Carolina, right? We also have a connection with them, so we need to clarify this information before we agree to this one. Because our responsibility for the user and community very big, right? So I think the condition is the good for the project and the user. It's important.
Good luck. So now I would like to give a minute to the audience to hear any questions to the panelists for today. Either the project, or the VC, APAC, or Incubator. Anyone? Anyone have any questions? Anyone? Anyone who likes it? Yeah.
Okay.
Anything?
No, I just talk loud. Okay. Well, I'm from Hong Kong Blockchain Association, and we're seeing more, Web 2 projects migrating to Web 3. So I just want to ask about your incubation center and the investors. How are you helping people? Are you, investing, supporting them? How are you helping the Web 2 entrepreneurs who are familiar with building mobile games? How do you help them with getting tokens and promoting their Web3 products?
So I would like to speak from my part and Incubator first. So we do a lot of activity trying to convert Web2 video into Web3. So it's not only like youngsters, like IT students who are professional here. Also we're talking to like say Web2 studio, as we mentioned, like got a lot of in Vietnam, we got a lot of indie studio games as well. So one of the things we have done is like we try to connect them with experienced founders who already succeed transferring their Web2 business into Web3. And the first one. Second one, we connect them with, let's say, Web3 enabled tool or Web2 builder, which means there's some company who do services which do, let's say, technology like SDK, protocol, which make the process of transforming from Web2 to Web3 technology easier for Web2 builder. But obviously, the most important thing is the motivation of Web2 builder into, like, they need to transform themselves to Web3. There are two main reasons why they need to transform. The first one is the market in Web2 is completely red also, overcrowded. People cannot make money in that anymore. The first one. Second one, they see the potentials. They see a lot of people around them making a lot of money because they transform themselves from being Web2 builder into Web3. That's why they got motivation. But obviously, motivation not equal to success. Right? Take a lot of time, therefore, to do so, but we focus a lot on education. And with our incubation program, they got a chance to talk to experienced founders who successfully transformed themselves. First of all. Second of all, we talk to different partners from outside who have technology enabled to help them to do so. And obviously, we're going to find over there, Launchpad, listing services, venture capital investment firms support them on the long way. With my 2 cents, a bit too long. How about you? Josephine, you know any add in?
Thank you. The question from you, Tony. Actually, Tony is also my business partner in the lead for Hong Kong market. So Vietnam and Hong Kong in the recent years we also have a very tight relationship with the of our blockchain Web3 business. So to answer your question, I think, sorry to say, but I might have to ask them the first question. Are you sure you want to move to Web3? So that's the first question.
Well, I know that they, from Hong Kong, from China, they've seen X Infinity and like Animal Car is based in Hong Kong. They all want to come up with new games.
Yeah.
They say, help us to become more successful or as successful as X Infinity. How can you help?
Okay, sure. First of all, thanks for your question. I think, okay, this is my answer. The first question, I have to really ask them, are you sure you really want to move to Web3? Why? Because you cannot tie people's success and say, oh, I want to be in that because I saw somebody rich over there, right? That's either good reason to motivate you, but it's not the answer for you to shift your business that you might have the success in Web2 already into Web3. So why people move into Web3? I think for my own, because I'm sorry to say, I have very good job when I'm in traditional market. I make good money. Why I moved to Web3? I love the feelings of freedom and the global approach it brings to me. When I'm working, I love the speed and the opportunity to talk with the tech guys and the tech geeks in this industry. It keep me excited to keep working every day, which is sometimes I get bored at working in a traditional business because everything seems slower, seems like, you know, you have to follow regulation, everything like that. So let's say I'm the outlaw mindset, okay? But the important things right here, what we can help Web2. First of all, the Web3 environment is you approach to the global market in a very short time period and in maybe easier way. What I mean is easier way. For example, if you do the game traditional, you want to talk with the ventures in India, but your game you're doing in Hong Kong. You need the whole process by contacting through email, checking with someone, contacting email, booking for the call to understand everything, blah, blah, blah. But in Web3, people know people, put everybody into the group on Telegram, discuss, chit chat, everything very open, transparent. It is exactly how the characteristic of blockchain is, even in a way that we communicate as well. So it brings you guys the easier approach to many different networks, contacts, and allow you to access to many different resources. So that's number one. Number two, allow you to access the different resources means you easier can make money out of it as well. Because there are many different small ventures in Web3, huge. Big number of that, I think more than 10,000, 20,000 of them in global market. So everyone, everywhere has money to invest in you guys. And they don't really have to follow super, difficult, strict DD before they take out their pocket into the institute. So you assess the fund easier. And last but not least, how we can actually help them to focus on
How to be as successful as X Infinity. That's what they ask. As successful.
Okay, as successful as AC Infinity. Well, we only can provide the resource and the value we have. To be successful like them, it really depends on how the team and the business model and the market situation. So if you just asking me as a ventures, we might say, okay, we give them money, we give them all the access and resource that we have. But can they be like AC Infinity? Well, they need to have different factors as well. So who knows? AC Infinity, maybe they also have luck beside all of that, good business recipe that they have. But also the need to require the luck a little bit of market situation, everything like that. So what we provide beside money, we provide them, the knowledge we provide them with resource. Like at my side, I have the Web2 resource ready to bring into Web3, that's in the user and community. So if we have a good product, and well, yeah, we happy to explore and give them the investment. So yeah, I think that is, for me, is for us. We cannot say that if they can be successful like it's ETH or not, but we try to say that we give them the best what we can to help them to be success.
Okay, maybe the last question for today from the audience. Anyone have any question to the panelists? Anyone? Okay, then if not, thanks our panel for today. Yeah, thank you a lot for being here today. And I give the mic back to the moderator.